Yo, what's going on YouTube? So, you're a tattoo studio, tattoo artist, and you're struggling with getting qualified leads. So, that is what I am here to help you fix today. I'm going to take you guys through an ad account that I'm currently running. It has four artists, one being the owner of a studio out in Los Angeles. And I'm going to show you guys what I was running for them before and what changes I'm currently making. A lot of you guys will struggle with getting, leads that aren't booking, aren't qualified. So I'm going to show you what I do to change that. We've been working together for maybe a little bit under a week, so not long at all, still in the testing phase. I'm gonna show you guys what I was doing before and then what I'm doing to, kind of get more qualified leads. So stay tuned. Let's get into it. All right, boom. So we're diving right into it. Now, this is the studio that I'm currently working with. And as you can see, good amount of bookings. So $7 per lead, $9 per lead, $6 per lead, $6 per lead, $100 spent on each. So this is a studio that I'm running all through the shop page, but it's for different artists. So every artist has their own budget. Um, and so that's why I'm running four different campaigns. Usually, if I'm running for a studio, it would all just be through one campaign and they would kind of separate it because it's all under one budget. But this one is for all different budgets. So I'm separating each, making sure it's organized, making sure I know what everybody's spending. So I wanted each to spend $100 before I got in anything else. This was the first campaigns that we ran. As you can see, a good amount of leads came in, especially for what's going on like in the LA area right now. A lot of artists hit me up and they're from the area, and I unfortunately can't work with them just because I'm already working with a lot of not a lot. I'm working with this studio plus one, two, three, like three other people within the area. And as you know, like competition is like I don't want to have too much competition against myself. So with the I guess the tattoo scene out there, it's really bad. So this is really good. People want to get tattooed, they just want to see your work. Now, again, me being transparent, none of these booked. So out of all these leads, none of these booked. Now, again, we're still testing. I know that the market wants to get tattooed, like or the market likes their work. Now, this is kind of just a situation where we're getting a bunch of people just filling out the form and they're not booking, which is technically what I thought would happen. When I'm doing testing at first, I keep the lead form as simple as possible. I don't really put too many questions just to see, if people, want to get tattooed, if they like their work, et cetera, et cetera. So the lead form was simple, maybe two questions, two, three questions. And you're gonna see what I do to change that up. So we went into this campaign. Now, I already kind of knew that this wasn't gonna work. This didn't get any bookings either. We spent another 40, $50 on each campaign for each artist. um, I knew this wasn't gonna work, but I didn't know, right? I just kinda assumed it wasn't gonna work just because when you're trying to run a campaign for clicks, you're gonna get really cheap clicks. 15 cents, 13 cents, 11 cents, 17 cents. That's really good, right? But these are all cheap clicks. These are, yeah, a lot of profile visits, but these aren't people really interested. Even though I'm telling them through the creative, text so and so to book. If you want a tattoo, right? I'm shooting out tattoos, but if you're running a traffic campaign just for clicks, you're more than likely not going to get many DMs or many, bookings. So none there either. So I'm about to show you guys what I am going to do to fix this, and it's gonna get fixed. I know what to do now. I'm gonna also be setting up automations, which I'll probably put in another video, but I'm gonna show you guys how to qualify people through a lead form. And this is how we want to qualify them. It's just like when an artist has a website up and you have to answer fucking 30 questions on their website. If you're willing to do that, you're more than likely pretty interested. Now it's pretty much all about how the shop manager follows up and how fast he follows up and how fast I get the leads over to him, right? So it's a team effort on both of our ends. But this is gonna fix it. So I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna walk you guys through how I'm gonna do that. All right, so boom. Now we're in the lead form for one of the artists. I didn't walk through everything else just because this is simply a video on how to get more qualified leads. So I'm going to show you guys what it looked like before. So I didn't have this. I didn't have the one-time passcode, but I'm going to add that. Now, what does that do? That requires each lead to fill out a one-time passcode, just as if you were to do it on your own with anything else to verify something. And this makes sure that is their number. That's their number that they're filling out. That is correct, and they will reply once you reach out to them. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to turn this off because what this will do was this will allow Meta to remove some questions based off what Meta thinks. And we don't want that. We do not want that. Just turn that off. So copy, and I'm going to put this as copy and then qualified form. Boom. So we know it's qualified form. Now intro, um, pretty much gonna keep it the same as this. A few more steps to be able to book. I'll leave it at that. I might throw in no, let's throw this in. Serious. Holy smokes, Siri inquiries only. Boom. So now I'm taking the first step to qualifying them. We want serious inquiries only. Please only fill out this form if you are serious. And that's disqualifying all the people that are window shopping pretty much right there, right? For the most part. A lot of people don't even fucking read that shit, which is crazy. Um, so boom, now we're in. Are you wanting to cover up? Um, is is it light? Oh no, I'll do we can only cover up light tattoos. Boom. So a issue with the leads before was that they were trying to cover up, I guess, some shit that like was uncover upable. Um and so we I want to change it to where we can only cover up light tattoos. Like we do not they do not do tattoos that need surgery. That's not what we're doing. So want to ask a question there, and then right here. So, where and what would you like it? What would you like and where do you want it placed? So, I'm going to do be specific because a lot of people will put like arm or fucking arm or like chest, bird. Like, bro, come on, like fill it out right, bro. So boom, where and would be specific? Boom. So now we know. The next one is going to be this artist takes a $300 deposit. So multiple choice. Please, are you deposit ready? Ready. $300. Boom. No. Yes. No. Easy, right? Boom. Are you deposit ready? Add another question. We'll do are you deposit ready? Um when were you looking to book? Boom. One more. And then we'll do are you serious about this tattoo or just shopping? Allow multiple response. No. Um, serious and deposit ready. Just shopping. Boom. Right. So now we have a good amount of questions. We have one, two, three, four, five, 6 questions. Now, the only way to qualify these people, right? Because you're not some fucking genius where you can just flick something and everybody's qualified. No. The only way you can do this is simply just by the lead form, bro. You have to ask the questions. You have to make it as hard as possible for them to fill out the lead form. That is the only way that it is pretty much possible. Are you looking for a cover up? What is your budget? So um, boom, 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 right here. That's their budget. Are you deposit ready? $300. Are you serious about the tattoo or just shopping? I'm serious and deposit ready. What would you like? Please be specific. When were you looking to book? And then boom, we get into their number, full name, phone number, email, boom, 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 right? Privacy policy, that's it. Review screen. So now the review screen is where um right here. So now they can either text Brian to the number, or they can wait till the shop manager reaches out to them. So we'll be in touch for a consult. And then I'm actually gonna put be ready for a text from our shop manager from number. Mm, 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 mm. Boom. Okay, so boom. Now we're done, right? Boom. So now we're done. That was the qualified lead form. That is how you qualify leads. And if you even want to take it a step further, kind of like how I am, where I'm going to be using GHL to set up automations. And that's going to be where I can just shoot out a automated response, and I could be like, "Hey, this is so and so from, you know, the studio, and saw your inquiry about a tattoo," and then I can just pretty much qualify them even again like that to see if they're serious before I even pass them over to the shop manager, right? And waste his time. If anything, I'd rather waste my time and like reaching out and doing the automations. I'm obviously not gonna be doing the outreaching. It's all fucking AI, right? Um, but I'd rather waste my time than anything, right? Than the shop manager's time and the studio's time. Um, and just do my part in getting them as much bookings as possible and as much qualified bookings, right? Because leads are not, they don't count if they're not booking. It's just leads at the end of the day. So the biggest thing is getting them qualified bookings. And this is how I'm doing it, bro. I'm asking 6 or 7 questions. I'm asking a ton of questions. And that's pretty much the best that you can do at the end of the day. And if this doesn't work, take it a step further. Ask another question. Be more blunt. And I'm even gonna put it in the right here. Now booking for October. I'm gonna do serious inquiries only right here, and I'm gonna put be deposit ready. That's what I'm gonna put in the primary text. A lot of people don't read the primary text, but that's what I'm going to do. And even in the creative, I would even take it a step further and put serious inquiries only. Do what you need to do to qualify these bookings, but do it a step at a time. Don't overkill. That's why I always start off with, least questions as possible, seeing the market, testing it, see if there's already serious inquiries in there. And then if not, let them go, right? But again, that's why I set up GHL automations. That way, everybody that maybe didn't book, just keep hitting them with automated messages and stay in their mind, and doing automated follow-ups, bro. That's how you should work. And again, not a lot of studios and artists have time to do this, nor do they know how to do this. So if you are a tattoo studio, if you are a tattoo artist, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll drop it down below. My prices, I obviously do charge. So please be ready to pay, obviously, my retainer price, which isn't crazy. I usually charge like one tattoo, and then ad spend. So if that's you, you need help getting more bookings, shoot me a DM on Instagram, and we'll see if we're good fits.